Should we reconvene? Second?
All right, further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Aye, unanimous. All right.
Does anybody have any questions about the agreement that you've had a chance to look at? I will say that, it has been looking more and more like we were heading towards either a forced termination of the contract or litigation. And the fact is my recommendation to the board, I think the board feels this way strongly, is that it's in the best interest of the school, the parents, definitely the kids, that this relationship ends somewhat amicably and without having to go into a public arena and fight it out. And that ultimately is why we've chosen to go the direction that we have. I think the school is in a very good place now. It's in very capable hands. Kay's done a tremendous job this year, and I know she'll continue to do that for us. And the board has been extremely dedicated to your families and your kids and the teachers. So it's my recommendation that the board approve and execute the settlement agreement that we prepared. So Imagine has already signed it. I wanted to come in here with them having already approved and signed it. So all we have to do is approve it, the board has to execute it, and it will be a final agreement.
Okay, so are there any questions before we move forward with the business at hand? Okay, moving forward.
I'd like to make a motion that in the best interest of the school, that we terminate the operating agreement with Imagine effective immediately by signing the proposed settlement agreement.
Second. There's a motion and a second to, to terminate the agreement with the operating agreement with Imagine and sign the termination agreement as has been presented. If you'd like, we'll do a roll call vote. Yea or nay?
Is there any discussion? We should probably vote.
Oh, yes. Further discussion on the board?
The board probably needs to point out that I'm not a voting member and I'm still an employee of Imagine.
Okay.
So I'm not
She won't
a
be
part of that.
You're recusing yourself from the vote.
Okay.
Yay. Yay.
Yay!
Yay. Me too, yay.
All right, it's unanimous. We will sign the agreement. Thank you, everybody. We move into board comments. Nobody has any objections. I'd like to go first. I'd like to thank two people. Kay, you've done a phenomenal job this year, and through all of this, you have kept your integrity and stayed above the game playing, and for that we appreciate it because you've gone above and beyond for this school. And we know we kind of gave you a little heads up coming into this, but I don't think anything could have prepared you for what you've been through. So thank you very much. The other person on staff that I have dealt with probably on a daily basis for 2 weeks now is Jane. Jane has done an awesome job of making sure we have insurance in place, making sure that contracts are in place, and just thank you. She's done a phenomenal job as well, and kudos to both of you. Thank you very much. Board comments? Kirsten?
I just look forward to our future. I think that we've got a really bright one coming, and I want to thank everybody who has supported us, whether they really knew what was going on for sure or not. I just really appreciate it.
I'd like to echo your thanks to Kay and Jane for all their hard work, but also add Kimberly and Roxanne, who have done a tremendous amount of work for preparing for our very bright future. I think that this puts us in this is one of many things that is making our future so bright for the future. We are looking at statistics that we've never seen in the history of the school. A 96% re-enrollment rate with children coming back for next year. We've never had, in the history of the school, at no point in time have there been a 96% re-enrollment rate, or anticipated 96% re-enrollment rate. We have 616 children pre-enrolled for next year. Every room in the building Every seat in the building is filled for next year. Every corner, every cranny.
Staff
is
better watch
full.
out, because you might have to lose your seat.
That has never happened in the history of the school. We've never had. And that is not just because we're adding sixth grade, because we only have 44 sixth graders. So we are still taking out the sixth grade at a higher enrollment than we have ever had in the history of the school. We also have 115 kids on the wait list, and it is February. So we have never had statistics like this. Things are looking up tremendously. So, I'm very excited about the future of everything that we have, and the difference that we'll be able to make for kids in Kennesaw for years to come here. So, very excited.
No comments.
Cicely?
I would like to thank Cobb County and Dr. Davidson especially for their support. They've been remarkable in helping us with advice and encouragement.
Okay. Any further comments? I do have a parting gift for everyone. Effective now, this emblem is no longer allowed in the building. That's a directive that they need to be removed from the building. So if anybody would like a parting gift or a tattoo,
Or imagine tattoo or lapel pin.
we're wondering if this was to brand the staff, but
Can we have a bonfire out in the parking lot?
it's not that big, but we can try. So anybody would like a parting gift?
Come get them.
All right, that only leaves us with one last piece of business.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Don't we have to sign something?
We do.
Okay.
Matt and I will sign
Do that
as soon
outside
as.
okay. I
We
second
want
it.
to see it, let's go on camera.
Okay, there's a motion to,
I second
um,
it.
there's a motion to adjourn and a second. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, unanimous. You wanted to look, Greg?
Jason Traster, you can now text me, call me, and email me all you want. Talk until 3 in the morning.
No, that's when he gets up.
And we're gonna hold off on this. I know it is. Get the letter from Greg. Send it back.
Yeah, I got it better when you get it.
I did too, I get it about 5:30, 2 and 1:30.
Yeah, one on each page, and that's what we'll do.
Are they teenagers?
That's me.
I wish I was a teenager.
Teenagers could do that and talk about it the next day. I do it pretty much 6 days a week.
I sent Jane a text at 10 o'clock last night, and I was like, sorry, it's so late.
Is this the only night of the week you sleep better? When I go to bed, I'm usually out by 10 on Sunday, Saturday.
I'm gonna tell my little girl is gonna sleep tonight, because we're still about 2 months. When I'm gonna do it right now.
Miss Allen said, wow.
Okay, in the mortal words, free at last, free at last.